TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live from Empowerment USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. So let's get to our home team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
My favorite subject.
Let's get to it. Eagles. Many say the Eagles won the draft. They didn't get a high prolific offensive player or anything in the first round. But what they did do in the first round with the 31st pick, they got Jihaad Campbell or Jihaad Campbell. They got him. Then they went on ahead and got safety Andrew Mukuba in the second round with the 64th pick, and then Ty Robinson in the fourth round, the defensive tackle out of Nebraska with the 111th pick. So now the Eagles went all defense. They last season, off season, they secured the offense. They paid their receivers. They paid their quarterback the year before. They paid their offensive linemen. They paid their running back, their stud running back. Only person that didn't get paid still on the fence is Dallas Goedert, but they paid everyone on that offense. And then not only did they do that, they went on ahead and added some more defensive pieces to that young core of defense.
Defense wins championships, Pete, as we seen last year's Super Bowl. They was going into the fourth quarter giving them a donut. And a donut means zero, ladies and gentlemen. Zero.
They did it against Patrick Mahomes.
I'm talking about the great Patrick Mahomes. They shut him down and made him look like a rookie. Like let's really think about this, Pete. Like, we're not talking about a mediocre quarterback. We're talking about Andy Reid and company and Patrick Mahomes with that good offensive line they got. They sacked that man, 5-6 times in that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Two interceptions to one fumble, the 3 turnovers altogether. I'm talking about they probably had a sequence where as though they sacked him 3 times in a row. In a row. Like, your offense could be cool, right? But when you put a defense out there, man, you can score. I remember Ray Lewis used to tell the Baltimore Ravens back in the day, man, he used to tell Trent Dilfer. And Trent Dilfer was a mediocre quarterback. He was a game manager. But he used to tell him before the game started, give us 14 points and we got the rest from here. In huddles. Give us 10 points for this team and we got the rest. No, not got the rest because they scoring. We ain't letting them get nowhere near 10. Man, that defense, man, that's something that I think you need more so than offense. Because if you can stop a team, all you got to do is put 3 on the board. If they're playing the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles, man, just think about this for a second. This may be one of the best defensive Super Bowls you ever seen, or performances that have been out since Super Bowls. They held Patrick Mahomes to 0 points to the fourth quarter. The Super Bowl, not a regular season game. It's not no inclement weather. Both teams playing in the dome, good weather, down New Orleans. So it's not like one side is favored more than the other team. No, everybody got a fair shake. And that defense was biting on that man, biting on that man all 60 minutes. Like, when that man woke up the next day, he still thought he was playing in that Super Bowl. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because of the aches of the sores of him being grabbed and throttled all game. All game he had men touching on him. All game he had a grown man with hands on him in his face. But these are the things that really happen. And for the Eagles to go all defense, and then we ain't talking about just regular, they picking up some stuff.
Yeah,
this dude Campbell, this safety out of Texas that they picked in the second round.
Mukuba, yeah.
Oh my eyes. Oh my eyes. Y'all need to be saying that too, because we ready to see some lockdown. And they ain't need to go offense. They got one of the best wide receivers, top 3 in the league.
But they got some offensive players, but they
core offensive.
I'm saying what they did was they got offensive linemen. They didn't go get no skill players. They got offensive linemen.
Because offensive linemen make your wide receivers and your running back work.
Exactly.
As you can see, offensive linemen, defensive linemen are your dirty workers. They're in the fog. They're in the dirty water. They're the ones that lay down in that dirty water, help you walk across until you get to the clear water that you can see straight down to the bottom of. This is what the offensive line and the defensive line do for you. And specifically, we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Their defensive line last year, them people not blitzed one time in the Super Bowl and got 6 sacks. And then I keep saying Super Bowl because the stage that is on. Both teams know the consequences of losing this game.
Yeah, the stakes is high.
It ain't like it's a regular, oh, we can lose this one and beat the next team next week. No, this is the final game for what you want to call the highest achievement in this sport that you can play, and which is the National Football League. They both teams are aware of this. And one team I'm quite sure Kansas City showed up and had the Philadelphia Eagles has broken them from the drive, man. From the get-go. And I'm talking about they did it more so with offense than they did defense. Yeah. Defense than they did offense.
So now you look at this. Now let's go into the man probably calling the shots. Let's call
Vic?
No, Howie Roseman.
Oh, Howie, the GM.
Yeah, GM.
I call him Howie Roseman. Yeah, Roseman. Like he gets it right.
How he does it again.
But you got to think.
Best GM in the league.
But you got to think. About 10 years ago, Howie was banished.
Yeah, by Chip Kelly.
No, not only that, but by the owner too. He was sitting in the back room. Howie had to step away from operations for a second. It was to the point where Jeffrey Larry was ready to let him walk and get a new GM in there. Howie went into that little dark little room he was in, man, and got it together, man, and came out, man, like we're seeing a precedent from Howie within these last 5 years that no GM ever did. To me anyway. Yeah. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, I agree.
Howie is putting together a format that other GMs will start using soon, because you're seeing it at work time and time and again. The Eagles been since the first Super Bowl they won, they've been in contention every year after that. Okay, yeah, they went to the playoffs, lost to Tampa Bay the next year after that. Then the year after that, they come back and redeem themselves and win the Super Bowl. Yeah. You can't this man is drafting good, this man is trading good, and he's aggressive. Man, Howie, man, hats off to you, Howie, man. I'm glad that you're a Philadelphia Eagle. Hopefully you could be a Philadelphia Eagle for life, because we need some more back-to-back Bulls around here. Yeah. We need some Bulls. Let's do this joint back-to-back, man. And with the way you drafting and the way that you're doing these trades, I can pretty much not guarantee, but I feel good about the direction that we're going in. Barring any hard injuries, any major injuries, it should not be nothing in this league that's going to stop us this year from acquiring a back-to-back. And I'm not saying it because it's my team, but all I want y'all to do, ladies and gentlemen, is look at the proof. Money, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Look at the numbers. What defense was even close to the Philadelphia Eagles last year? And then not only that, the acquisitions that they got, these kids, they drafting kids. Kids this good. And you know what that means? They're going to be there for years to come. So this is something that everybody going to have to deal with for years. Man, we probably got about 6-7 people over 32 on the team, man. Out of what? What you got, 22 starters? Yeah. Out of 22 starters, 6-7 of them is over 32.
Everybody else is babies.
Kids! So that's telling you that you're going to get this punishment for years to come.
So listen, so if you're another team, right, if you look at the other teams in our division, not only just the NFC, because, we do have our struggles with certain teams like the Bucks. I don't know why the Bucks are so hard for the beat.
I'm trying to see them this year.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they ain't going to do that now. After that little, they got their little win last year on us. Let's do that during this year, in your crib. Let's do that again. I'm guarantee you that we will beat them 30-something, this whatever.
But Wisco was hurt too. AJ, Brown was out.
I don't think what's his name was playing either.
He got
Devontae Smith. Both guys starting wide receivers.
He got hurt. He got hit in the back. Yeah, he got hit in the back.
Yeah. So, and I ain't going to, that's part of football. Y'all got it. I'm trying to see y'all first game of the season. What's up, though? I guarantee you ain't over there talking about something that's a for sure enough win.
Yeah, you can't say that with big old Carter in the middle now. Dude, you got Carter up there.
I can say it, though. I can say, Eagles is going to win this game and feel comfortable about it. Comfortable. We could go in Tampa and gut it like a fish. And that's just it.
Guaranteeing them.
I mean, y'all heard it here at TBIC, the best in sports entertainment.
So now, but listen, I'll say one more thing to you. Sirianni, is he really that good of a coach, or he just fortunate to be in this situation?
Both. You gotta have it swing your way on all angles. He's a good coach. I think the players listen to him. Do he get into, you see how emotional
arguing
he is.
on the sideline,
arguing with AJ Brown,
he
arguing with Carter. He'd jump up in the fan with a fan, and then he's learning how to wheel it in a little bit. Yeah. But he's so much of I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that fire. I don't want no docile coach up there like, all right, y'all, everybody line up. And no, this is a man sport. We say we gladiators, we getting out here trying to tear heads off, not in a negative manner. I'm talking about out here on this football field. So you got to conduct yourself as the alpha man when you the coach of one of these type of teams. Nick can't go in there playing around with these men, Jalen Carter and all them. Them dogs. Anthony Davis, Davis and them. Them is dogs. We're talking about fierce, ferocious men that want to go out here and pitch your lights out on this field. So he can't have he got the best of both, of a luxury of an overflowing talent, and he's putting that talent in the proper places it need to be and to thrive. Yes, so I give him both. Yeah.
And now look, flip side, Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie as an owner, he's the
best owner in the league.
He's a staple.
And that's just it. We ain't even got to say nothing
now
else.
It's trickling down to trickling down from him to the GM, to the head coach, to the players, to the staff.
That's a well-organized team. Man.
Yeah.
That's a well-rounded, now this is what you call perfection from an NFL team. These people know how to draft. They know how to accommodate their players to make them want to give more. They ain't stingy talking about you can just go. Giants, thank you. The Eagles organization is very, very, very formidable. And that's just it, man. And I want y'all to tell me I'm a lie. I'm waiting for all comments. If you picture biasness to the side, if you have a team that you like other than the Philadelphia Eagles, but we're just talking the sport of football, and we're talking about good teams, because there's other good teams besides the Eagles. But to be at the top and win the Super Bowl, it's a levels to good. You got good 1A, you got good 1B. There's a levels to it. The fans out there know, if you sit back and you look around the league at certain teams that you see that's good, if you're not putting Philadelphia Eagles as I'm talking about from top to bottom, from the owner to the GM to the coach to all the coaches. We got the best offensive line, Stoutland. They call him Stoutland University. I don't even want to talk about this no more because I'm getting too emotional. If you're not here to just, and I don't want it to be your team because it's mine already. We don't need no extra bandwidth. Our bus is full already. All I'm saying is, if you don't agree that we're a well-organized, rounded team all the way around the board, from the water boys to the goddamn coach, and pardon my French, but the Eagles are a well-rounded organization. And that's why they're in the direction they're in.
So you're saying Super Bowl or bust this year?
Yes.
We won't get a bowl again this year, it's a bust.
Yes. Absolutely. And guess what? We're going to dominate in the Super Bowl like we did this year. Ain't no questions about it. Y'all heard it here first. TBIC, the best in sports entertainment.
If you're a caregiver, please check your pay stubs to be sure you're paid for overtime. Here at Make It Care, we make sure you're getting paid time and a half for overtime. Call now.